cleaning. Hello, darlings. Rather large truck. Hello. How are we doing, darlings? Definitely feeling in a battery today. And what are we up to? Hello, hello. How are you, my dear? Yes, I just jumped on. I know usually I'm sharp on the hour, but no, I'm here a little bit early. I decided I do want to play a bit of dress up and do some actual content, so I might be on a little bit later tonight than I originally intended. Oh, been there, done that. Trying to figure out what I want to have for lunch. I don't know, a gummy vitamin. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely early. Even if it wasn't, I don't worry about that too much. I want to play with one of the Call of Duty cosplayers, so I've decided to be, well, since it's Friday, feral. I've been working on the German lines, and oh my goodness, it is incredibly difficult to keep this accent when speaking German. That's a lot of things going on at once. Oh, don't worry, again, it's early, I'm not worried about it, darling. Let's see, let's not put that on just yet. Oh, this cute little number, it's from Shein. Pardon as I try and get the very last of the hair. Hello, darling. Hello. How are we? Oh, I feel that. I didn't know what it has been for the last several days, but I either want something in my mouth, interpret that how you will, or I have wanted a very long, deep nap. Well, woman is definitely an overstatement, but femme, I'll take that. Thank you, darling. Really, are we having a... Oh. It's gonna be that kind of day. So for those who don't know, and don't worry, I'm not mad at all, but for those who don't know, I am gender fluid, and overall I do not love the term woman for myself in particular. I feel much more like a femme, but not a woman. But don't worry, it's a gentle correction, nobody needs to panic. Right, a nice little grazing snack all day. Oh, no worries, you're fine, darling. Thank you so much, though, for taking the gentle correction so politely. I just got home from grocery shopping. Lucky. Yeah, right. Am I hungry or am I just bored? Oh, the amount of times I've said that with something in my mouth that should not have been. Hungry or am I just bored? It's betwixt my teeth already. I'll not spit it out. Unless they ask politely. Think you're just bored? Could be there. So just barely coming up on 2 o'clock. Oh, thank you, darling. Well, it's feral and it's Friday, so what can I say? And yes, she, her are the correct pronouns today. Thank you so much. So, we've done a bit of Uncle Funky's daughter, Thirsty Curls, a little bit of their Curly Magic, a very small touch of a deep conditioner, Strength and Silk Mayonnaise. Well, thank you, darling. When I tell you I shed constantly, people are like, oh my god, your hair's so lovely and thick. I'm like, well, yes it is, but also it's the curls. But I also shed like a husky in winter at times. Winter? Summer. I meant summer. You know what I meant. Anyways, hello. Oh, thank you, darlings. How are we doing today? Getting some coffee ready, getting the dentures scrubbed up right now. I should honestly make myself a little bit of something to nom on. Let's see. I've been broke on a winter's day. I'd be thinking wrong if I was in LA. Hello, hello. How are you doing, darling? Thank you so much for coming in and joining us. Pardon as I flit about, I need to make myself a little bit of lunch, do a couple of bites, and then I can get the rest of the way dressed up. Though I will be losing the dress for something a bit more structured later on. Like I said, I really am making some content today. What can I say? Oh, that would be lovely if I could find that microphone. Where did I put all the tech? I think it's all in one bag, but yeah. Weight loss, birth, there are so many different things that can cause your hair to simply shed. Shed, I tell you. Like an Angora rabbit. There we go. That would be coffee. Now I need a cup. Coffee cup. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I did dishes. There we go. Oh, lovely. Boy, that was not the most efficient go through. Poor thing. Right, stress can be a big thing. Protein absorption can be another big thing that can cause a major fluctuation in hair follicle growth and loss. Oh, that's right. You're doing a coffee jelly today. Okay, this can go over here for a moment. Hello, darlings. How are we doing? Come in, come in. You know you want to. You can't stop yourself. Where did I put that? Oh, there we are. Hello, darlings. Aren't you lovely? My goodness, what magic you work with your fingers. I know I felt at least one of you blush right there. did I put the honey? For once, I want something sticky on my fingers and I can't find... Oh, there it is. So, if you don't know, welcome to Feral Friday. This is an 18 and over cast. Thank you very much. I will be in a bathroom today, which means a little bit more gently reckless in the best ways. So don't feel any need to not banter. In fact, you can definitely throw in. This is me training up and getting a little bit more fluid. One of the things I am going to be doing today, content making wise, is I plan on doing a sketch that will force me to speak in German. So I'm trying to retain at least some of my accent and affectation while speaking German. And it has been absolutely decades since I have spoken German in any fluent capacity. So it could be fun. Or, you know, an absolute shit show. One of the two. Hello, Bee. How are you doing, darling? Oh, there is. I didn't stir. Pardon. How is everybody doing today as I forget to stir my coffee? Oh. Going well. I'm feeling femme and feral today, so I'm running with it. I just need to be able to speak in German within a couple of hours, so that should be fun. I've been practicing, but it's still... German has a particular flow to it. I learned French, so that has a particular flow to it, but my first language is English. Yes, trying to keep this accent while speaking German, or at least keep the affect while speaking German, could be a little bit difficult. I'll be preparing for apartment inspections in a few weeks myself, so to you, darling. Ah, yes, let me see, what did I miss saying? Liebling Oberstkönig. Kommen Sie und trinken Sie etwas mehr mit. Etwas mehr mit. That one is always the tricky one to it. Also, wie geht es Ihnen? Guten Abend. Die Nacht ist schon Verdruff. Nicht wahr. As you see, it's the getting certain things to flow into another, because German tends to have like a step. So it tends to lock down on the end of things, whereas French tends to flow, and I keep transposing certain words because the sentence structure is not the same as English, and my brain wants to flip it. Liebling Oberstkönig, kommen Sie und trinken Sie etwas mit mir. Etwas mit mir. Etwas mit mir. Etwas mit mir. I don't know why the etwas mit mir is the part. Like, if I say it by itself, it comes out fine. If I try to integrate it with the rest of the sentence, I have trouble. Let's turn on this water low. There we go. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why have I forgotten 10? I want to say dies, but dies is French. Again, ever and a day ago. Zen, thank you. I'm like, oh, it'll come to me in a few hours, and then I'll just go, damn, seriously? But no, I've also been practicing the alphabet with accent. So that has been quite fun, to say the least. So, basically, if you take... Yes, I'm in California, West Coast. So basically, if you take the colonial accent that Inna has, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So yeah, it's like I've been running linguistic exercises. Oh, thank you. Hello. How are we doing today? Thank you so much. Come in. I'm just doing a bit of food real quick. Trying to get these shallots super thin. There we go. Because I'm just adding a bit of flavor. So what are we up to today? I know some of you are getting ready for dinner tonight, and others of you have just gotten off of work and whatnot. Apparently, there were some in Long Beach. Didn't hear anything near me, but I am going to probably poke my head out tonight and take a bit more of an inspection. But apparently they have been spotted in Long Beach area. The fact that the government says that they don't know and they are not authorized tells me that these are either government or they are defense contractors. Either way, I am definitely not loving it, but I don't think it's extraterrestrial of any variety. Project Bluebeam. Well, fan-fucking-tastic. New thing I'm going to have to look up, apparently. Whatever it is... Talk about very, very bad way to go about it and very, very bad way to time it. Like, they need to learn how to read the room, because this could have serious social repercussions as far as the populace goes. Need to sharpen these knives, something awful. So, we are doing a bit of lunch, and then I'm going to do a whole lot of feral. I plan on filming at least 1 or 2 skits, doing a couple of duets, and then maybe also doing some clips for other places. I've been remiss in posting up for a while because I thought I was going to be moving in this time frame, so I've packed away everything and now I'm trying to unpack so I can actually get some work done of some variety. And I was able to find one of my lovely corsets, my favorite at this point in time, and I also found my blue corset, which I had planned on modifying just a touch, so I may end up seeing if I can find my sewing machine and doing a bit of a modification and having another corset on deck. Oh, that's lovely. And what are you up to, my dears? Besides, waiting for the sun to come down and seeing where the drones come up from. Oh, and of course, my hands are slippery as hell. waiting to eat. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. There we go. Haha, you can't keep me from my curry sauce. Ooh, steak and eggs. Oh, that sounds delightful. Nice thick bit of meat with your eggs. I know exactly how that sounded and I still proceed forward with it. Ooh, also I think I'm going to roast up some winter melon. I feel like having soup. Just remember, get those eggs scrambled, not fertilized. Adding a bit of kimchi for an extra bit. Goodness. Hello, 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 darlings. How are we? Come in, join the Fail Friday. Oh, yes. This is a craftsman home from the 1920s and 30s. So they are actually fully functional drawers. Very beautifully, heavily built. It's solid construction. Honestly, I wish that more places would go back to being craftsmen, because not only do I have just an insane amount of that, I also have that. That is built into the wall. It is like basically cabinetry and like a little mirror, a place for dressing up and whatnot and getting your face right before you head out the door. It's absolutely gorgeous. Hello, Tyler, darling. How are you? Hopefully well, hopefully well. It's going to be a bit feral in here today, so just warning ahead of time. Let's see. I swear I had it, I swear I had it on hand. Turn that down. Right, craftsman homes were beautiful things. They usually came with at least one like built-in mantle space, even if there was no like fireplace or anything like that, but one sort of mantling space, at least one built-in like boudoir or cabinetry, so that you had, you know, your dresser drawers and whatnot. Absolutely adore them. Absolutely adore them. I wish I could stay here, honestly, but they are not taking care of the property. And as much as I love my dear, dear, sweet apartment, it's let's not throw that away, because it's always the moment you throw it away you need it again. Ah. Oh, thank you. The dress is from a place called Sheen. It's quite lovely. They're quite nice. I do enjoy how they actually make things, you know, fit and sit and look lovely. Because I thought I would be moving to a place that had a lot of up and downs and whatnot, it was too much of a risk to move the aquarium because it was so much older. So I went ahead and surrendered my pets that were in good health so that they could go to good homes that would still love them, as I did not have the full capacity to take care of them in a manner that they deserved. absolutely lovely. They know how to fit curves, and they're not afraid to hug them. And I love the fact that even though it around everything, it's this lovely pattern. They still keep with like the very cute forms and whatnot, and I absolutely adore them for keeping a cute silhouette instead of going, would you like a cold shoulder? No. No, I would not like a cold shoulder. Do you want like a wine mom tee with some like Disney characters screen printed across them? Gods no. How about some skulls and florals on top of some sort of animal print? This is not a place where you should vomit every last print that you're not able to sell to anybody else and give it to us because we have no other choice. Get fucked. Thank you, darling. Thank you very much. So yes, I surrendered a couple of frogs and some lovely shrimp and let's see, a couple of Cory panda catfish and otocinclus. But I went to I did not go to any place nothing big box. I went to a local, reputable fish store that I knew was very reputable and that I had actually shopped at myself. So I absolutely love that. I know, right? I can't wait till I have steady income and a stable place, because I do plan on replacing that aquarium. I do want to have an aquarium yet again. I found it to be one of the most relaxing, calming, peaceful things that I could have, and to have such a beautiful live growth within my domicile was, absolutely fantastic. But yeah, first and foremost, it's always the health of the pet for me. So even though I did very much want to keep them, I knew that, you know, with everything going on and who knows what was going to happen next, and, you know, the winter weather is especially stressful for the type of animals that I tend to keep, because I like slightly warmer weather animals. Bettas and the like. So yeah, the cold weather would not have done them well, especially with all the moves and whatnot. And yeah, just I had to think of it. But I can't wait to get a new one, because I would honestly, in a new stable, steady place, I would love to have a beautiful big 50-gallon tank. Something that is, you know, very large, robust, fully planted out, let it have some wild growth. I absolutely adore people who can sit and curate their tanks into these lovely gardenscapes, or these very, very natural looking type things. And I would like to try some of that stuff. But overall, I really want to just put in a bunch of lovely plants and figure out where best to place them, and then let them do as they will. We truly do. We truly do. Do you have a planted aquarium? Or do you have an aquarium with like plastic and rock and whatnot? Because honestly, I'm a very set and forget kind of person. I put things in, I get it more or less balanced out, and then I let it do its thing. Sponge filters were absolutely my savior. Because those hang-on back filters, you have to change them constantly, like every couple weeks, just boop, boop, boop. Heaven forbid they get clogged. You will get overflow outside of the back of that, and then half of your tank will literally end up on the floor. So it's not good that way. But a sponge filter gets a great microbiome balance very quickly. You can have them in there for like roughly 6 months, sometimes even a bit more than that. They make a much more pleasant sound, and they don't the way a hang-on back one does. Glass with rocks. One fantail. Trust me. How many gallons? How many gallons? Because the gallons will change things a bit. 60 liters. Let's see. Okay, so roughly, I want to say roughly a 20-gallon-ish tank, if I'm doing the math correctly. That, honestly, 30 gallon tank, that's a really good size tank. Now, how large is your fantail? I'm talking inches overall. Like, what's their maximum size? Oh, fantail goldfish! Oh, yes, if it's a fantail goldfish, honey, don't worry, put more fish in. Definitely put more fish in. And definitely put, fast-growing plants in there. Goldfish love to eat. Oh, definitely get more fish. You have more than enough room. More than enough room. Fantails, especially goldfish, guppies, mollies, most fish are school fish. Even betta females, tend to be more of a schooling type fish. They have a bit of a pecking order, but they're more of a schooling type fish. There are very few fish, even betta males, who do well just completely on their own. Hello, how are you doing, Robbie? I'm doing quite well, and you? But yes, get yourself some plants. Get yourself some fast-growing, tall plants and whatnot. And I wouldn't say start out with duckweed. Duckweed will grow very densely very quickly. But getting some floating plants will do you absolutely fantastically. Now, don't get shrimp, because goldfish eat whatever fits in their mouth, so you want sizable fish as partners and whatnot. But yes. Ooh, axolotls are high maintenance, but they are lovely, derpy creatures. Well, no, you just need to get things that are either relatively of the same size or faster swimmer. Also, if you're worried, I think goldfish are usually a midstream fish. So you can either get fish that like to swim higher or fish that like to swim lower. Both of those will kind of keep them out of eye range so that there's less bullying that goes on. Catfish are quite lovely, and I don't mean like red-tailed catfish. Those are catfish. Those are eaten catfish, as it were. No, I'm talking about catfish like the panda koi cats. They also have like little spines on them, so if they do start to get bullied at between the armor coating and the spining, it tends to deter bullying for very long. Yes, no, most fish are schooling fish, especially things like goldfish and whatnot. Goldfish are just not overly bright. So, if you have just one really big fish and then you've got a lot of other little fish, they just think they're snacks. So, something of a comparable size that would not easily fit in their mouth. And stay away from shrimp, because they will think of them as just crunchy snacks. And some of those shrimp can be very crunchy, expensive snacks. Why do I keep looking? Oh, that's what. Keep looking there when I meant to be looking here. What advice would I give? Leave my parents sooner and pursue art. Definitely pursue art. Honestly, I've wanted to do very particular things for most of my life. Now I have a bit more of a chance to do them, and I don't give a damn who knows or who has a particular opinion on it. I wish I had begun that journey much sooner and pursued it much more fervently. But there's still time, and I still have hope. Have you ever seen, what are they? I want to call them the reedy shrimps, the ones that have usually a very, very, brightly colored shell, and sometimes they have line divides down them and whatnot. There's one apparently that has a black shell but orange eye stalks, that sells for several hundred, if not several $1,000s. We are talking a 1-inch shrimp. Really, shrimp. but you know, people spend things on things. But yes, you put that little investment in the wrong tank with the wrong fish, and next thing you know, you're like, where'd my shrimp go? Yeah, you know, fish with the tail still out of the mouth. That's how I learned you couldn't put overly small shrimp in with betta, or like, oh, it's a challenge. No, you bastard, it's not a challenge. After I got a couple of ghost shrimp, which are quite a bit larger and harder to swallow, they stopped picking on the shrimp. Thank goodness. Walmart was okay, but honestly, there is no better joy than going into a small local fishery. Fishery? Aquarium. You know what I mean. Little places that have lots of knowledge. Walmart, they only know what's written on the placard. I like going in with some old wizened man who's slightly too close to the backside of my head because he thinks I'm younger than I am, telling me about all of the fish and all of the plants and all of the things. If you flirt it up right, you actually get a few extras. Moving is probably going to take place at the end of the month, and right now we are not wholly sure what the contingency plan is. Sorry, I could have been stirring my coffee jelly. Pardon me, darlings, I promise I'll look back over in just a moment. Here we go. So we're just working on a bit of, like a tagliatelle in a kimchi curry. Breaking up the noodles just a touch. Oh, that's right, I should, introduce my veg. There we go. Oh, I loved those giant water feature with all those koi. Those were always the height of anybody's backyard. No problem, no problem. How is everybody doing today? Thank you. Hello, my darlings. How are we? Let's see. Where did... no, that's not it. Where did I put my cheese? Yes, leave it up to me to somehow misplace an entire block of... Oh. Found it. Oh, cheese and egg. Always egg. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in. Bienvenue. And how are we all doing today? Hopefully well, hopefully well. Let's see. Doing a bit of a dance about. Oh, thank you, darling. I so appreciate it. Thank you. How are you doing so far? Hopefully well, I'm praying. There it is. I swear, my brain is absolutely out to lunch today. Sorry, tempering my glass before I put too much hot liquid in it. Not everything is made for hot liquids. There we go. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. There we go. Give me just a second. Rinsing off the tea. Ooh. I mean, if he's going to pick you up something nice, new, and fresh, I would always say to him, of course you can stop there, but here's my grocery list. Hello, my dears. Don't mind me as I was getting my coffee jelly together. There we go. That's a better one. I prefer the ramekin. Oh, well then tell him to pick up some Smirnoff while he's at it. My goodness. Although if you already had honey at home. But then again, you know, I'm a very bad influence. I'm a hedonist. I'm all about adding a little bit more. Who doesn't like a little bit more? That part. Like, you get your Henny, I get my OG Skywalker fire. Oh, good evening, how are you doing? Just saying. Partners, I am grating cheese. All of it. So we're doing a little bit of curry, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of kimchi. We've added an egg and all in the bowl. I have my coffee jelly setting. So it can cool down and then I can put it into the fridge. 2 cases of I always have to laugh when men deride fruity drinks. Oh, it's fruity, it's girly. Ooh. And then they drink beer. Beer, darling, beer. Oh, 2 to 5. What? Actually, no. As low as 3%, all the way up to maybe 12%. Sometimes they touch more than that. And yet, my quote-unquote girly drink, my Mai Tai, my pina coladas, my scorpions, my blowjobs. Educational purposes, it is a drink. My little buttery nipples sucked on the beach and so forth, etc. and whatnot. Oh no, oh. Have you ever done the calculations as to how much alcohol is in each one of those? There's a reason they're called panty peelers. It is somewhere between 20, once mixed, to 40 and over, depending on what kind of shot it is. A Washington apple can put you on your asshole. A BJ is 2 types of very nice liqueurs that range between 20 and 40% on their own. So how are you going to mock me and deride me for drinking much stronger alcohols and spirits when you're going, I'm just going to have a beer or 12? Really? Really? You need to drink half a cask of beer to keep up with the much more lovely and delightful intoxicants that I've had taken in. And yet, who's going to be running to the bathroom to relieve themselves as a racehorse? You don't buy beer, you rent it. It goes through, it cleanses your blood, and sometimes leaves you more sober than drunk. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm not wrong. I am not wrong. I mean, you can tell me that I'm wrong, but I'm not. Pardon as I temper my eggs so I don't accidentally cook it. Everybody in, please, nobody overflow. Hello, 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 darlings. Come, come, come. Oop. Oh, I forgot to put more milk and honey on that, because Lord knows me making those comedic faces. Am I truly this low on cream? Now I know what the paint machine feels like. Whew. Oh, and it's been leaking everywhere. I'm spattered in cream. Are you kidding me? This, darlings, is why you watch out where it's pointed. Where did my napkins go? Knocking things over. I'm so lucky I didn't get it on the face. Is it in my hair? I swear to God if it's in my hair. It's not in my hair. It's not in my hair. It's not in my hair. How did I miss the fact that that was not fully sealed? comedy. Apparently I am the best at it. Unintentionally. Where is my... There we go. Oh, need to figure out a better organizational system. Hello, darlings. Hello, hello. Come on in. So we're having a bit of tagliatelle that I'll be nomming on, and then I just put a bit of mesquite honey into my coffee, along with the cream that I shook and did not realize was not fully sealed, so I had to damp down really quick. Oh, before I put in the teeth, do I have a set of fangs ready? Yes, I do. Okay. Got a set of fangs ready. I don't need to make a new pair. We're good to go. We will just put this on. Hello, hello, darlings. How are we today? Welcome in. Come on in. Bienvenue. Pardon as I readjust. There we go. How are we doing today, my darlings? Hopefully well, hopefully well. I'm gearing up to be feral, mildly unhinged, incredibly sensuous. All those things. The joys of, you know, needing to make content. Hello, hello. How are we doing, my darling? See if I can get this on a fork. It's biting me. But it is lovely. So far, so good. I'm just getting a few bites in for lunch, and then I'll be working on my visage next, because I plan on making some fun content. I also pulled out one of my corsets, so that should be lovely. So I think it's called tagliatelle. Basically, I did a lovely hand-cut noodle. Not specifically for myself, but it's called knife-cut noodle. Got it from Trader Joe's, and they're quite lovely, I'll have to say. Green onion, a bit of shallot, a touch of mushroom, added some kimchi and some cheese to a curry sauce. So it has a really nice kind of funky, in a good way, like lots of different flavors, a bit of chili to it. It just has, it's really unctuous, but in such a good way, and it's not overwhelming. Also threw in an egg to the sauce so that I get a little bit more thickness over time. You know me, it's not about how far I can extend the sauce, it's about how thick it is. Pardon. That is good though. Welcome to Pharaoh Friday. Trying to get deep into the accent, so when I have to go off and do German, the accent will still at least be slightly there, at least the affect. If I can keep the affect of my voice there, I'll be quite happy. The accent might be a little bit more difficult to pull off. Okay, that's lovely. It's going to go behind me for just a touch though. I also put together a lovely coffee jelly, although I need to wipe down the insides of this cup. So, what is everybody up to so far? Oh, it's just a bit of... Okay. Oh, yes. Happy Friday the 13th. Isn't it lovely? Yes. So, I made basically an agar-agar coffee jelly, and as it cools down and sets, it becomes this absolutely lovely. There we go. It's pre-sweetened. I don't know why I thought that this was a non-sweetened coffee jelly. Oh, that's going to be lovely. But yes, as it cools down, I'll put it in the fridge for a little bit to get real nice and wobbly set, and then I can have a lovely bit of dessert when I want to. Okay, I did not need to reshape new fangs, so that can go over there. I will drink a bit more coffee. Hello, darlings. It's serviceable. Okay, let's get this face put together. Actually, let's get this hair put together real quick. So, what's everybody's Friday the 13th plans? So far, it's been pretty good. A little bit slow to start. I feel a little bit overwhelmed. I will admit I am feeling a little bit overwhelmed right now with everything going on. But, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Ooh, drizzly and moody. I wish we were having the drizzly right about now. But I can absolutely understand the moody part of it. We've got quite a bit of sun. It's been lovely grey for the last couple of days, but I was hoping that we would get some drizzle to go with it, at least a little bit of something, and just absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing has come of it. Usual, went to work, going on a walk. Oh, nice. Same as every day. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. At least there's something to be said for consistency. So, wetting down the hair gel just a touch, so it actually penetrates instead of sits on top. Relaxing, working tonight. Should be good. Oh, that's good. Good. I plan on doing a bit of content creation, some feral fun, and then I will be on again probably a bit later tonight than I normally would be. But since it's Friday, hopefully I'll be able to, you know, meet up and have fun with you all later on. Oh, goodness. Well, you know, that's fair to be nervous about. That's absolutely fair to be nervous about. It's the ultimate, oh God, that's going in my eye kind of moment, is it not? I love that I can be listened to in the background much like a podcast. Wow, 10K and 40K steps every day? Oh my goodness. I wish I was following a regiment quite like that. Mine is mostly, come on, we can get out of bed before 10 a.m. Before 12 p.m. Get out of the damn bed. Jesus Christ, just get out of the damn bed. Although I finally got the radiator to work properly, so it's a bit warmer in the mornings, or if it's too cold, I flip it on, give it an hour or so, and it's much toastier, which makes it easier to get out of bed. But yeah, 10 to 40K steps, that's like convention circuit good. That is impressive. Now to put on the everything so I can flirt with a age-appropriate Call of Duty cosplayer. Right. Well, and funny enough, this is just the first iteration of what I wanted to wear today. There's a few other outfits that I'll be putting on today. I want to be in a place that is stable, with an income that is stable, so I can work on my goddamn corsets and lovely things. Right. No, you didn't. You. Oh, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Yes. Right. I've been missing them too. It's just, everything has just been so nuts and up in the air that I have not had the time, the compunction, or the access to my corsets. I also found another one of my corsets that I wanted to do a modification on. And since I found it, I think I found the other stuff that I would need to make said modifications, so I may take a run at putting that together and using that as one of the outfits and whatnot. Let's see, do I have... You know, I'm going to put my shoes on now. Liebling August Krone, kommen Sie und sitzen Sie. Trinken etwas mit mir. I had to make sure not to get too fun with the language, because then I could accidentally really change meaning and whatnot. Honestly, part of me still really wants the studio apartment. It was small, it was cozy. I'd have to really work on making it fit and everything, but I wanted it. I wanted it so bad. I wanted to design inside of it, make it mine. I know it wouldn't be mine forever because I can always move on to bigger and better things, but I wanted it so bad. I still want it. Okay, teeth. Yeah. Goodness gracious. I was about to say he woke you up that early? There better be a drone outside. Oh, wait. Are you in the Midwest? That you're having snow at this particular point? Oh, look at that. See how it's a little bit more wobbly? Absolutely adore good coffee jelly. Oh, Utah, my condolences. That was catty and mean of me. I'm so sorry, darling. I'm so sorry. Right. Because honestly, I think what I want at this point is like a studio apartment, something that I can really make into a space of creativity and enjoy it as that. Let me get that tucked in. I was like, oh, no. That'll be a problem. And yes, I am feeling very she-her. So, Fear not. Sorry, I'm using you as a mirror. Because it's really hard to see past the boobs. Mm-hmm. I went through all of my boxes and finally found it again, because I'm like, where the fuck did I put this thing? And I was able to find my blue one, which I wanted to do some minor modifications on, see if I can get that one into my rotation. I just need a way to keep it from flipping forward, so I think I'm gonna basically make a cross strap and at the front of each, that way it keeps itself upright. Ooh, oh, fucking shoulder. Okay, let's see if I can pull off a magic trick. I have to step off camera for just a second. Oh, I'll show you in just a second. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, that's why that wasn't sliding. And yes, I can still undo a bra one-handed. Ta-da! There we go. I was like, that is one of my more full coverage, and they feel very uncomfortable under corset. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. So far, my day is going decently. Thank you for the chicken. Thank you for the chicken. Those things are freaking comedy. So far, our day is going decently well. It is Friday the 13th and Feral Friday. I am a happy camper. I am in a good femme mood, so she, her definitely works quite well for me. Thank you very much. And I was able to find my corset, and I found my backup corset that I need to do a modification on, but it shouldn't take me very long. And yeah, you know, just so far so good. Pardon as I readjust. There we go. I want to make sure that it's sitting at the right place, right level.
And today we've got on the cute little, almost like nurse shoes, secretary shoes. I don't know. They're very comfortable. They've got a good squared heel on them. They are very comfortable. Right? Right? The chicken is adorable. The lights are still like jiggle, 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 jingle, 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 whatever you want to call it. Like, the hanging lights are still like one of my favorites. Trying to keep this out of the way so that I can get those in the way. Okay, let's give this time. I just had a really nice tagliatelle with some mushroom, onion, shallot, and like a cheesy carbonara curry sauce. Added a little kimchi in there for some good funk. Ooh. Oh yeah, that works. I was like, nope, they're tucking down too far. Ooh, Hawaiian teriyaki and rice. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds absolutely delightful. Da, da, da. Okay, now let's work on this face. Also, are we thinking full batty lashes? Or are we thinking a nice little side? I'm kind of leaning towards these. Heck yeah, chips and salsa. Cajun pasta with kielbasa and shrimp. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, let's do a little skincare and then jump in. Doing a little lip balm primer type. Lip butter strawberry, and this is from the Body Shop. Get those lips nice, soft, and supple. Do a little hyaluronic acid. Oh, if only I had those kind of skills. I am just using a couple of skincare products. Da, da, da. Just a little something to hydrate, a little bit of something to get the skin where it should be so that when I put makeup on it, the makeup will stick correctly instead of it just going weird. Hello, darlings. How are we doing today? Oh, that feels good. Oh, I can already feel my back relaxing. Oh, God, I think that was at least a dozen. Ooh. Oh, that felt good. Oh, it is amazing how much your back can correct itself when it doesn't have to carry these. hello, hello, hello. I appreciate everybody for liking, loving, sharing, gifting, and so forth. I do truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you so much, my darling. I made it myself. It is one of the most lovely back supports that I have ever created, and I cannot wait to be in a stable place so that I can make more of them, quite honestly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, we're going to add a little bit of lotion. And yeah, I've still got about 2 inches. I'm just letting my body readjust since it has been a hot minute since I've worn my corset fully tight. Sorry, pressed a little too hard. Found my cough reflex of all things. There we go. Let's let that soak in for a second. Looks like we're going to be doing the side lashes. We've got a little bit of makeup primer. Got our palette. I do have my tarot cards on me, so if anybody needs their cards read, by all means, let me know. It's only $5 per card, and if you go to the links in bio, you can find many ways to go about that. Found my brushes. Hello, hello. Welcome, darlings. Come on in. Welcome in. Bienvenue. Also got our lash glue. Both I got at the $1.25 shrub. There we go. Ooh, okay, we can work with that. I like that. Ah, hello, hello. How do you do? Didn't work. Okay. Luckily, I think I have 1 or 2 backups of lash glue, but I figured I would try it out. Everlasting lash glue. Yeah, you say that now. But I figure it's I absolutely love their lashes, and it's their lash glue, so I was hoping that it'd be one of those, you know, specifically made for, but we shall see. Not that I'm a total expert on how to put on lashes just yet. Oh, I've been looking for this charger. Well, that makes my life slightly easier. Where are my fluffy brushes? Oh, is this an art? Somehow I have intermixed my arts with my makeups by accident. Oh, don't worry. Sometimes lash glue is such a finicky creature. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, but no, lash glue is a finicky creature. If you don't let it dry enough, it won't stick, and if you let it dry for too long, it won't stick. You have to find that sweet middle spot. Nope, doesn't hurt at all. In fact, I created this corset for myself. It very much lifts the tides, and then some. So I'm actually rather comfortable in it. Every now and again, I will adjust just a little bit to make sure that I'm sitting it in correctly, so... And yes, it is a steel-boned corset. We've got brass grommeting on it, a layer of silk, a layer of couture, and a layer of cotton for comfort. I do like Duo. I do like Duo. There was another one that I was using that was quite nice, and if I come across it again, I will definitely bring it out. Oh, that's right. Primer. So we're going to do a little bit of primer around the eyes. Right under the eyes, right where I would put my blush line, and then over my eyes itself, down the temples. There we go. Fair enough. Thank you, darlings. Thank you. So yes, I feel like playing feral with some of the Call of Duty boys. So I figured, why not go full tilt? You know what I mean. I usually glue those lashes on so tight that it's just like, there, peel them off. It always feels like you've lifted a garage door off your face. So the primer helps to create a surface that makeup wants to adhere to without becoming cakey. If you do it directly on your skin as you sweat and as the oils come back out, it can make your makeup look a little bit cakey or a little bit shiny in ways. And I apparently have skin that has gone, I'm gonna go to my teenage years again, let's put out the oil. So I'm trying a little bit of the primer to see if I can get it to lay a little bit more nicely, as I feel like doing some lovely feral things with some very, very handsome men. And I'd like to look my best. Oh no, I would be amazed if more people didn't have a bit of leakage at the eyes, honestly. Oh, we're having a bit of very strong coffee, a bit of mesquite honey, and some, what do you call it, heavy whipped cream that I did not know that was open as I was shaking it like it owed me money. Am I dating? Currently, I'm not dating anyone. I'm open to it, but I have very high standards. So, not everybody is meant for me, and I am not meant for everyone. Which is okay, you know, it happens sometimes. Me? Leaky. Have you seen me when I'm on a bit of electric lettuce and then playing Overwatch 2? I don't blink nearly enough most of the times, but when I have on lashes, suddenly, moisture finds my eyeballs. No, just getting dressed up so I can do a bit of content making and play with some very fun COD boys. I'd also like to play with some very fun COD boys in real life. I'm just saying. Let's see, do I have... Where did my fangs go? Oh. There's one. There's two. There we go. Thanks. Am I going to co-host? Oh no, when I say play with, I mean doing duets and the like. This also... No, I don't tend to give out my game tag. I understand that while I am quite fun on here, there are certain instances where I can be a bit more aggressive when I play games. I get very competitive. I do admit this. It's a fault of mine. I wholly admit this. But also, I have... I've had stalkers in the past, and I am a stalker's bane. Mostly because I don't give a fuck. I am so irritating to them, to say the least. Funny, but irritating. What can I say? We had a lovely troll in here yesterday, and honestly, jerking their chain so hard that they were practically frenzying at the mouth was so delightful on some level. No, it's mostly, I like to stick very close to the objective, because that's what you're supposed to do. The push is supposed to be on the objective. So if you're on the objective and trying to move it, you should be there so it's moving forward. If you're trying to get the objective to not move, you're supposed to be there to get it to not move. So I usually play either Junkrat as a airborne bombardier, or I play as Moira as the aggro healer. So if I'm on the point, that's where your ass needs to be too. If I'm on the point and you're not getting healed, maybe you're too far away, Genji. If I'm on the point and you're not, and it takes you another 3 to 5 minutes to get where I am, while I'm holding off 4 of them, yes. I'm just saying. If you're not good at your job, I understand that. That's why I'm good at mine. If you're bitching at me for not getting healing, and yet you're 400 yards away from me, maybe, just maybe, I am not the issue. Maybe, just maybe, you should be doing your job on the fucking point so I can heal you. Maybe? No? I'm going to fight off the point, because who gives a fuck about the objective? Why would we be on the objective? That's how you get things done. That's the whole point of the game. But, you know, who wants to actually try and complete a fucking objective? Oh my god. If there is a Mercy on the board, eliminate her. Do not sit there and go, oh, it's a Mercy. I don't know why we can't seem to get this Zarya down. Really? Really? Maybe it's because Zarya has basically 2 seconds in between her power shield, and you should, I don't know, kill the fucking healer. So that when we do pound on her when the shield is down for that 2 bloody short seconds, we don't always have to deal with the fucking healer making her damn near immortal. Just saying. Ah, thank you, darling. Right? How do you get some healing? Be on the point so I can actually throw the healing at you. So this took roughly 40 hours in total to put the corset together. It's quilted, we've got steel burning channels in here, brass grommeting on it. Absolutely adore it. Oh, this will work. We're going full tilt today, we really are. And then, I think that is my backup glue. Yes, I think that's my backup glue. There we go. Thank you! No, it's not my only one. I've had a couple of failures, unfortunately, that I need to correct, mostly because the grommeting machine that I was working with is not heavy-duty enough to put up with the corsets that I make. But I did find one of my other reserves that I plan on doing a little fix on it so it doesn't fold itself forward. I decided to do a sweetheart neckline on one of them and didn't realize that it had too much flex and play, so when I lean forward on that one, they do want to tumble forward quite a bit more. And while the milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, well, yeah. So, starting with the face, let's do the powders. Thank you, darling. I don't always wear them out. Sometimes I do wear them out. I do tend to wear them more often. I was just supposed to be moving, and that has been put on pause for the moment, so... So I had packed away a lot of my corsetry and whatnot, but I can't wait to get into a nice, stable place so that I can get back on that. Putting a touch of contour on now. Sorry, shading to hopefully thin the face. Although that's... why is that heavy? Why is that so heavy? Right. Oh, don't worry, I only do light powdering. Mostly because bright lights, like... I have very pale skin because I don't go out into the sunlight too often. So I try and put a little extra color, a little extra contouring in there. So that... why is this coming out so damn dark, and yet this came out so dang light? Bit more on that side. Don't worry, it's me being finicky more than anything else. Hi, thank you, darling. If tea was a kettle, I'd be an entire thing of sweet tea at that. Yeah, I was like, oh no, every time when I turn, oh, it looks, okay, it's the lighting because it's coming from that side. Let me see if I can get that turned a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's a better read. That's a better read. Thank you, darling. Every now and again, I'm a little overly critical of my own visage. Let's see, we've got that, and that. Did I bring out a primer? Eye primer? No, I've got the regular on there. Deciding what I want to do next. Lashes will be last. Let's get some shadow on. Now I'm going to do yeah, there we go. Smaller brush. Ooh. Well, I don't mind if Boston comes for me, but send England too. The red coats are coming. The red coats are coming. Well, if I do it correctly, of course they are. Thank you, darling. Right. I'm like, I just need to pair it with a corset, make myself look slightly more lively, because I am a vampiric character, so, you know, it is what it is. Yes, and then we're going to add... where's my other brush? There we are. Then we're going to add just a touch of gold in the middle. And now we blend the two together ever so softly. There we go. Hello, darlings. Come on in. How do we do today? Thank you so much. I'm using NYX Modern Dreamer palette. Currently using that shade. Hello. How are you doing, darling? Painting at the corner, painting at the corner. Same, like, honestly, I stare at the palette and go, okay, which one are we doing today? Which ones are we doing today? Okay, running with that. I'm like, go, do, don't think. Impulse. There we go. Gently blend, gently blend. Finger blend, finger blend. Thank you, darling. I appreciate the roses. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. And yes, that gives my eyes a little bit more life. I don't mind being pale since I'm a vampire character, but I need to have a little bit of liveliness. We're gonna give it a little bit more on the skin. Touch more here. Just tamping down some of the shiny. Shiny's not bad, but like too much is not fantastic for this character. There you go. There we go. Slightly less reflective. Thank you, darling. And then, of course, we're going to add that same color as blush. Well, things are still a little bit up in the air as far as the movement goes, but I'm feeling damn good today, so it is Friday the 13th, and I'm feeling feral, so let's have at. It's supposed to be a little bit ruddy. It's supposed to be a little bit, not quite correct to human being because I am vampire. And more makeup is going to go on, but I like to do it in slow layers. I am used to doing watercolor painting rather than makeup. So it's all about looking a little fervent, like you've had a little too much to drink, but not looking completely blasted. Also, I haven't put any of eyeliner on just yet. Well, In a Bathory is part of, well, kind of became a part of everything because of a D&D skit that I participated with, Big Fat Socialist. And so, of course, I came up with a vampiric character and just all took on life from there, as it were. Yeah. Honestly, start doing a little bit of everything. Do something that is especially outside of your wheelhouse, and it will inform you very quick, like, how much you like a thing or not. Because I was always, oh, let me try and do my makeup as natural, natural. Even though I very much loved and idolized drag makeup. And I'm like, oh, just natural. When I started just going outside of my box and doing some of the overtop stuff, I'm like, oh, I like that. So go with it, run with it. Ah, yay! Well, congratulations on your first year in campaign. That is freaking amazing and exciting. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do very corners of my eyes. Oh, there we go. This is the... Ooh. Honestly, if I could get my hands on a good setting powder, MAC makeup makes a really good setting powder. Oh yeah, no, I didn't take it as such. Trust me, if I take somebody as judging, I tend to roast and chide them far more. I'm like, just wait. Trust the process. I love that. I love a good tabaxi. Tabaxi is one of my favorite to play, and that was actually in my last campaign. I played a tabaxi, Ilya of the Black Flag. Isn't that always the way? It's like, damn it, I can't remember the name of my first character, but remember how fun it was. And honestly, that's what you're looking for, is having a very good time. There we go. No, I am not doing a Daruga look. Try online. There's a lot of online forums where you can find groups that game, and I will tell you right now, you will have so much fun. So much frickin' fun. So much frickin' fun. Start looking in like forums, like look up D&D forums or Discord forums. Sometimes you can even find like DMs who are looking for more people for their games here, you know, like online on social media. And as you get to know people, as you get to get integrated with people, like you can find some really fantastically fun games that, you know, people are like, we just need another player. They set a time, you show up, usually digitally. It's all, a lot of it's done online. There are some groups that will meet up at like the local D&D, or not D&D, local comic book stores or Warhammer, like 40K, where they sell miniatures and that kind of stuff. That's usually also a good place to look. So yeah, look at some of the local nerd shops. Definitely hit up the Discords and whatnot. And yeah, find a group that works for you. Not every group is mouth-breathing, incel, snorting, red pill taking, you know, dickwads. I found a lot of good gaming groups that are absolutely fantastic and are LGBTQ friendly and, you know, have fun campaigns. And do not be afraid to also stand up for yourself, because fuck assholes. Hey, buddy. There we go. Hello, hello. Thank you, darling. That was so kind of you. Okay. I haven't been discussing regulated substances. Do we have somebody bitter out there? We got one of my trolls from yesterday. Still mad, are we? Huh? 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 Oh, you might be. What have you been talking about, darling? Right? Right, no, like, I've seen GRWM, and GRWM is just not... I end up with too much white on my face, but I'm so pale-skinned that the white kind of just blends in. I can't do that kind of heavy tanning to my face. It just doesn't look right. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. No. We had like a Diddy Defender yesterday, and I was not having it. I was not having it. I was a bit sharp in tone and temper. And it was really funny because they thought they were going to, like, gaslight on what they had said and had not said, but they said it in front of, like, 30 or 40 people. I'm like... You said this exact thing. In fact, several of the people that you said that in front of are still in this live. Like, WTF, my dude? What are you... What? 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 Like, the last thing you're going to try and do is come in here and defend people who target minors. Like, nah, that doesn't work for me ever. Same thing when people, like, try and blame essay victims of any gender or variety. Oh, that does not work for me ever. And you will get the nastiest sides of me. Well, I mean, it depends. So there are COD cosplayers who are, like, they go canonically by, you know, the Mr., you know, Big Bad, you know, game character kind of things, you know, the way they swagger, the way they walk, the way they, that relaxed, you know, pose end game, all those things. They'll kind of derive a little bit of the characteristics from that and from the voice lines. And then there are other people who just end up coming up with, like, fan fiction and like community kind of, you know, consensus on what they think their personality type would be, and then people just kind of run with it from there, and I die laughing because I absolutely adore that. I absolutely adore that. Oh, thank you, darling. So, like, Captain John Price, aka, you know, Pop or Granddad, because he looks like he'd be like, you know, the good, you know, come on guys, come on, just, you know, we're gonna teach you some lessons, it's gonna be fine, but he has almost that very caring, fatherly type persona that everybody's, like, piled on, because, you know, between the beard and that kind of Kawaka smile that he has, just certain things are like, oh yeah, you're like the dad. You're like the dad friend of the group. They go from that. Koenig ranges from Captain Murder Mittens to Baby Girl. So it all just, it's all over the place, but it's so funny. And I absolutely adore it. And I love playing and doing duets and whatnot with the COD cosplayers. There's only been like one or two that I ended up having to go, no, this is no, thank you, no. But, like, I also like the fact that they are so proactive on the good ones only interacting with other adults. The good ones do not interact with minors. They refuse. They're like, no, I belong to the streets, which are, you know, book talk and masked man talk and that kind of stuff. Minors do not interact. No. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no worries. No. Sometimes, though, they do take the cutscenes and they will put all the cutscenes together in, like, a movie format if you're over on the tube. I absolutely adore those, because COG does have plot. It's not just, you know, point and go. It's not just a video game. There is a plot line to it, and the cutscenes are actually well enough done that they come together as a movie really nicely, and I absolutely adore it. And also, as you watch those movies, you're going, okay, the relationship between these two are making way more sense. Oh, that's why they have fan fictions. Got it. So let's see, we've got on the eyes, the mascara. Got on the eyeliner. I'm still figuring out what I want to do for the lips. That's why I've been stalling. We will put on the lashes. Hello. How's everybody doing? Come on in. We're going to see if I can put on a corner lash today. That should be fun. I can get these open. Good God. Make sure I get all the adhesive off. pre-roll, getting them like pre-curved so when I put them on they're good to go. That one should sit roughly there. Okay. Again, pre-crimp. How's everybody doing? Sorry, there's always a tiny touch of adhesive. Try and get that off, and then again with the do a little bit of a pre-roll. Now, if anybody is looking for artwork or custom content, that kind of stuff, feel free to contact me in the appropriate spaces. Coffee has a lot of my safe for work stuff, and you can inquire about my less than safe for work stuff as well. Oh, under. I don't think I can do an under. Like, my eye would fight me. I already have enough time just trying to get that close to my eye without blinking. But yeah, if I tried to put anything under, oh, my eye would just go ahead and divorce me and walk off. Like, no. Right? Speaking of, that was the other dress that I was thinking of wearing. But I was like, blue is nice, but I don't know, just today the corset feels much more in order. Yay! The agar-agar has set. I now have coffee jelly. Let's see, I just need to put it in here somewhere. Oop. I just want to bring that cream out. Thank you, Doug. Well, I would hope it fits me. I made it for myself. It's shaking, babe. I made it myself. So yeah, this is a steel-boned corset, German steel for the most part, brass grommeting. It is flared in a very particular way because I actually drafted it and designed the way it was supposed to fit overall, based on a Victorian working woman's corset. I know somebody will say, oh my god, but isn't that a stay because you have it lacing in the front? No, it's still a corset because I needed to be able to have something that was functional, and a busk is a bitch to work with. So, and that and reaching behind myself when I have hypermobility could cause bad things to happen. So I lace up in front, and also this way, if I need to get out of this in short order, I can get myself back out, and I don't have to worry about somebody else having to get me out of this shit. So, what else? Now, make sure you darlings are getting up and having a little bit of something to eat, drink, get a bit of a stretch in now and again. Make sure you have your salads on hand if that is what you wish. Let's see, we've got eyes, lashes, Lashes are going to go on now. And then we do the lips. I'm still deciding the lip. Honestly, I am. Come on, spirits of the 304. Guide my hand. Oh, if you go to the Blinks and Lyle, it'll give you a couple of different options to pay for readings. And as soon as as soon as the payment comes through, $5 per card, I will do the read. Never a problem with that. And I do have my decks on hand so I can grab them very quickly. Let me not be a liar, because I know that oh, yes, I've got my steampunk cards on deck. Quick tap, and then Where did I put my, I swear to God, I'm not playing hide and seek with them. There it is. I've got my other decks a little bit further over. Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you. I appreciate this, darling. Come now. Nope, that is not the correct set. Ugh. Wait, I have a brilliant idea. If I can't get it there... Okay, none of it is in my eye. Great minds think alike. No, I'm just trying to remember that I have a hooded eye and not to look too far up or else I will I will glue my eye open. That has happened before. Okay, I'm gonna look down. I'm gonna look down. I'm gonna look down, that way I'm better positioned. Hopefully I've waited long enough. Fair. Very fair. Yeah, no, I've got this lovely hooded bedroomy eye, but it is a bitch to put these on, and I do not know where my lash curler is, which is just killing me. Right, I'm like, half the time it comes out right, half the time I'm just like... like, okay. I try and get it to face a little bit more up, but one of them always wants to sit a little bit more. But I guess I can just always kind of tilt my head a little bit more to the side so that they're noticeable. Okay, let's do this other side. I am still, like, I used to be absolutely terrible at it, but the more I practice, the more intuitive it becomes, or at least the easier it becomes, I should say. But yeah, no, it's it is still a frickin' skill set. Well, and I mean, I actually appreciate the fact that I am working on a skill set in this particular variety. It has always been something that I have found, like, the makeup and all this kind of fun, spicy stuff has always been something I've been very attracted to, something I very much adored, but just I was not ever allowed to indulge in such. So finally getting to do so is honestly giving me a new perspective on confidence. Close enough? Close enough. They're on. They're on. Right, sisters, not twins. And honestly, if you look at my eyes independent of each other, so this side versus this side, my face is more sisterly. Yeah, so far so good. Now let's get this lip on. I think I was going to use, oh, there it is. I was like, I think I wanted to use a pen. Right. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Okay. Making sure that there's not too much primer left on. Okay, let me see. I think I have a... Oh, yes. Good. Like, I know I got these right here. Okay, we've got a decent outline. Give it a second. Just gonna do a couple of layers of that real quick. And I can go retrace actually. Hello, welcome on in. Welcome to the TikTok suppression hour. Thank you. Now, where is, here we go. Sorry. Let's see. So one of these is hematoma and one of these is void. So void is like a beautiful, super dense black. Absolutely adore it. But I'm going to be using just a touch of hematoma. Okay. I gotta clean up my hand. And then LA colors. My hand wasn't wet and slippery. Why? Why did I put so much lotion and pamper you? Shit. Right, 1950s O'Keefe and Merritt. The one thing I will truly miss. Damn it! Give me a second. Right? It truly is. It truly, truly is. Ugh. There we go. Finally got that open. Oh yeah. Well, A, can't see it past these, so I have to lean over far enough to first see it, then reposition, and it feels like a giraffe at the watering hole. You ever see them when they're like, okay, we gotta walk these out. We gotta walk this shit out. Fuck. I'm just like, yeah, I feel you, my dude. I feel you. I might be short, but it might as well be a million miles away when I'm in one of these. Like, here we go. Why, thank you, darling. Throwing roses at my feet. Well, at least you know how to court a lady. Or in my case, a tramp. There we go. Pardon as I get them into place. We can add just a slight dusting. There, now they're cleaving. Thank you, darling. There we go. Oh, I almost forgot. What is inner without? Now, all we need to do is put on the fangs and I will truly be in a fucking battery. Thank you, darling. Let's see, we do have our teeth now. Which side goes where? Yes. Hello, my darlings. How are we doing today? Are we pissing off TikTok? Are we fucking with the government? Are we challenging those in power? I hope we are. Hello, darlings. And how have you been? I've missed you ever so much. I should really have invited you for drinks so much sooner. So, how are we today? How absolutely lovely. Now, my darlings, I know you're going to absolutely behave. I know I'm going to be a little bit late tonight, but you're going to be on later, I'm going to be on later. It's Friday the 13th, and we can definitely have some fun, but for right now I must toddle off and make an absolute menace of myself. So, see you later, darlings. Have a lovely, lovely evening. Yes, actually, that would get me quite in the mood. Let me see if I can clear out a few things so that I can see it as it does. There we go. I just put a few of these things back and away. Oh, good. I definitely already have a few duets lined up that I'm going to do. I have an original skit that I will be working on. That one might take a hot second to put together. And then, yeah, we should have quite a bit of fun with, well, some other stuff. Because I have been meaning to make content, I just have not had the time. Ah, there it is, there it is. Hello, darlings. Come on in. Da, da, da. Give me about 3 hours. Give me about 3 hours and I should be able to get most of what I want done. So that would be roughly 7 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock at the latest. And as soon as our darling gets back, I can do the read. Ah, there you are. Yes, no, I'm over on the west coast, so it is a bit late for some people. Oh yes, I will be back on later, most definitely, my darling. Just need about 3 hours to do some recording and whatnot. If nothing else, maybe we'll have some more interesting conversations like we did yesterday. I mean, it is supposed to be feral and it is supposed to be Friday, so why not have a bit of fun? A king and a queen. King of Cups, Queen of Wands reversed. full moon is apparently on the 15th, so Sunday night. King of Cups, ruler of opportunities, man with a plan, and also a decent. He's not the coins. Coins have the purse strings, but he knows how to finesse. He knows how to, bring about the best ideas into a small room, as it were. And yes, he feels a bit cocky, a bit self-assured. And he may have overplayed his hand. He's got more confidence in himself than he truly should, but then again, the mediocrity of men has never, ever surprised me. He shows up, he does give a good show, he does bring in, good opportunities, big opportunities. Things that are really wanted. Unfortunately, a bit of his follow-through is not always, perfect. Hello, darling. How are you doing today? So, Wands is more of a stability card. And so, the stability that you would normally be working with, especially with a Queen of Wands, would be like, oh, we've got this going, we've got the tent set up, catering goes over there. They're the directors. They often give a very this way, that way, and the third. When reversed on our head, the party is not quite going to plan. The caterers are late. The food has accidentally been cross-contaminated with allergens. All of those kind of things and whatnot. Hello, darlings. But yes, it's not irreparable harm, but it's one of those things. If you want the deal to go through as it is, you'll have to work doubly hard to do so, because planning has definitely gone awry. So you're a little bit on your back foot. And you're kind of giving the king the side eye, as it were. But as with all grace, step down from the horse for a second, dust yourself off, and then go back to what you were doing. Just give yourself a little bit of grace. You weren't handed the best of opportunities and circumstance. Hello, how are we doing, darlings? You're welcome, you're quite welcome. Oh, I should go out and get myself a little Santa hat to go with my horns. So anything, I'm Team Krampus. Sometimes you just need a good beating to put you in place. So anybody else who needed a card read while I'm still here? Oh, good. Definitely catch you later, Marker. It's $5 per card. That's why I'm taking one last call. $5 per card. Tarot card readings. Between 1 and 10 cards can be purchased at a time. But yes. Tomorrow's... Yes, honestly, I'll be on tomorrow as well. Maybe I can have my other corset up and running so that we can do a little switch out to a different look. Blinks are in Lio. And blinks are in Lio for all the other things as well, so you can find me around the interwebs. As long as he became past tense in a way that they cannot say was self-past tensing, should come through. And definitely fight on it. If you need to, fight on it, always. Hey, Demon, how are you doing, my darling? I was just about to sign off. I'm going to be back in about 3 hours. I just wanted to, get some content made and whatnot, because don't I just look absolutely gorgeous? Might as well, I would figure. So, see you all back in about 3 hours from now, so roughly 7 o'clock on the West Coast time. And then other than that, have a lovely, lovely day. Okay. Thank you, darling. Bye, 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 bye. Aren't you all so lovely?